I wish that everyone viewing this video could come to Johnson City, Tennessee and find out what Emmanuel Christian Seminary is really like. I'd love for you to be able to see the Phillips Building, the Emmanuel Village, the Thompson Community Center. I'd love for you to be able to peruse our library, get to know some of our students. But if you want the full Emmanuel experience, you need to get to know our faculty. And so we've put together this video so that you could meet a few of our faculty, find out why they came to Emmanuel in the first place, and what they've gotten out of it since they've been teaching here.
Coming to Emmanuel for me was a great opportunity because, like several of the other Emmanuel faculty, I was an Emmanuel graduate. So when I came back in 1988, actually 89, to teach, I had the opportunity to sort of become, and still am in many respects, a kind of a bridge between the first generation of Emmanuel faculty and the younger generation of Emmanuel faculty. Having studied with Dr. Walker and Dr. Knockry, Dr. Dampier, Dr. Bryant, who of course was still teaching when I came on faculty, I was able to sort of bring to the table again the vision for Emmanuel and for our churches that was shaped for me to a great degree by those wonderful individuals.
Emmanuel Christian Seminary and I arrived at the same time in East Tennessee. In 1965, Joy and I and our children, one, a brand new baby, moved across the continent to this faraway place called East Tennessee. And I started teaching on the Milligan faculty. That year, the doors were open to what was then Emmanuel School of Religion for the first time. And I got acquainted with all of the faculty members of the seminary because they were on our campus at Milligan. Later on, I got to be here for the groundbreaking of the new Emmanuel School of Religion building up on the hill, and have been associated with the school mostly from a distance ever since.
Since its founding, Emmanuel Christian Seminary has admitted both men and women to the Master's of Divinity degree for preparation for Christian ministry. That is one of the reasons that I came here as a seminary student myself. And it's one of the reasons that I feel proud to serve as a woman on the faculty.
I came to Emmanuel after responding to a phone call by Dr. Robert Hull, who encouraged me to come and interview and to teach at Emmanuel. I felt after a conversation with him that I wanted to give back to my own heritage, the Restoration movement. So this was a great opportunity for me to find my call and to find a place to study the New Testament, teach the New Testament, give back to students who would go out and feed the churches that had nurtured me.
It was about 5 years ago when I received the call to come and join the faculty at Emmanuel. And it wasn't an easy decision to leave a ministry that I had really enjoyed, families that I had been ministering to for 5 or 6 years, people I loved to work with. But I realized that by coming here, I was going to be training not just this current generation, but generations to come, and I recognized that was important kingdom work.
I've long been an admirer of the dedication to the church and the dedication to good scholarship that has characterized the faculty of what is now Emmanuel Christian Seminary. But never in my wildest imagination did I think I would have the opportunity to be a full-time professor. I had to live a long time to get the invitation. I taught for quite a while, quite often as an adjunct professor. But when the invitation was extended to come and be the professor of church administration and leadership, practical ministries, I couldn't say no. For us, Joy and me, it's been like a homecoming. So we're right back where we were so many, many years ago.
Dr. Walker in particular had a great impact on me. His vision of the church, his vision of the mission of the Stone Campbell movement worldwide, his passion for Christian unity, all of these things were important elements in my own understanding of our tradition. And many of the things that I talk about in my Stone Campbell course on a regular basis are things that are echoing the insights of Dean Walker and his understanding of the virtues of the Stone Campbell tradition. So in many respects, I am kind of Now that I'm one of the older faculty, I'm still kind of a bridge figure between the older Emmanuel and the newer Emmanuel.
What I have learned teaching at Emmanuel Christian Seminary is that the rich resources of the Christian tradition are meant to serve the church.
I've been blessed to be with students who have had a wide variety of experiences in churches and campus ministries and on the mission field.
Their sense of motivation, their sense of intellect.
They bring to us an index of what's going on in the church right now. And of course, most of our students are coming out of the American context. So they give us a sense of where the church is, where the church thinks it's going. So like any other person teaching at Emmanuel, I think everyone on the faculty would say we learn all the time as we are trying to teach. We're learning from these students.
I have been encouraged by people who've traveled to this campus from around the globe, as well as getting to travel myself to teach in other countries.
Every student, especially our international students, have a rich background of experience and cultural knowledge that is useful to me as an instructor and a gift for other students in thinking about what it means to live faithfully. I enjoy and appreciate bringing those contexts to life in the classroom.
Well, I already told you, I've admired the faculty of the school, the dedication to scholarship and the dedication to the church. Now I can tell you, I admire the students. They're serious. They've come because they want to make a difference with their lives. So those of us who teach have the privilege of helping them to find out how to make that difference. And, well, you already know the track record of this school. It's going to continue. Emmanuel Christian Seminary, it's where they ought to be, and, frankly, where I ought to be.